welcome to the American Sports Connection. I'm your host, the one and only Joey Railroads. I'm here with my good buddy Ryan Ennis. Ryan, how are you, sir?
I am swell. How are you?
Well, trying to just relax on a nice Friday evening.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Always nice to just take it easy, isn't it?
Yeah, especially when we've had a couple of nice days, so.
Yeah, spring is slowly getting there, man. A week from today is March 1st.
Oh, yeah, but we still got a while to go before spring.
I'm just keeping my fingers crossed.
Yeah, no, we got a while to go. We haven't even had winter yet, bro.
I know, that's what my mom said. She goes, usually we get the worst shit in March. I was like, don't jinx it.
Absolutely. No, mom's right for that.
Yeah, I know. I just try to be like, no, let's not worry about that shit.
No, mom's completely right.
Yeah, I know. I just try to be like, no. All right, before we get rolling with everything, don't forget to check out our social media stuff, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at ASC Pods. You can find our entire catalog on B Plus Player Radio. Check them out on Twitter, at B Plus Radio. Check out their sponsors over at Audible. They have over 400,000 downloadable books, comedy stuff, all kinds of different things you can check out. You can get a free month. Go to audibletrial.com/B plus players. And don't forget to check out our sponsors over at Too Sweet Magazine. Find them on Twitter at 2TOO Sweet Mag. So when we ended the show last week, I had mentioned to you about potentially finding cheap parking in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Boy, was I wrong.
Yeah, I didn't want to spoil that for you, but that didn't sound like that was going to be possible.
Well, yeah, I should have known better, especially with an event.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I get there...
Why did you think it was free parking? Like, what made you think it was free parking in Atlantic City?
Because I'm a fucking idiot.
You just assumed it?
No, I guess I'm very gullible.
Oh.
But anyway, when I get to the Showboat, which is, no disrespect to them, but, one of the lower tier ones down there now, it says parking's $25.
Okay.
So I said, shit. So I decide to make a loop, like a couple blocks around in Atlantic City, to see if I could get anywhere better. No.
So you had to pay $25 to park.
I had to pay $26.66.
Well, that's not terrible.
But it was for the whole day.
Yeah, see, that's not terrible. How many hours was that?
From 3 p.m. to like midnight.
Oh yeah, bro, that's like 9 fucking hours. Yeah, you got yourself a good deal, bro. For fucking $26. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, bro. That's like $3 an hour.
I guess I'm not used to it because I'm not in the quote unquote city.
Oh, that's a fucking great deal. I understand. You pay $26 to park for a half hour here. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you had mentioned that before.
That's amazing.
Which is insanity. So, I know you don't know who this person is I'm about to tell you about, but the main event on the GCW show that we went to was Jun Kasai.
Crazy Monkey?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, I know who he is.
It's not your thing.
It's not my thing. I know who he is, though.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you knew, but anyway, I'm in the Showboat. We had a bunch of us met up beforehand to go grab a bite to eat and socialize before the show because we didn't know we were all going to sit. So anyway, I'm texting on my phone with my head down while I'm walking in the casino to like tell this other person how to get to where we were going to meet at. Because it was like you had to walk up and go around. Like it wasn't just you could run into it. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm on my phone and I see like a figure of a person in front of me, like walking toward me. So I didn't see who it was. So I kind of like shimmied to the side so I didn't like hit him. So like not even 5 seconds later, I look up, and it was Jun Kasai walking right past me.
Did you say anything?
No, because he had already, like, was way too far, like, and he was going to the bathroom, so I didn't want to be, like, one of those people, like, hey, come back!
Oh, yeah.
It was just funny, and I thought I was short. Oh, my God.
What do you mean? He's short?
Yeah, he's a tiny guy.
Oh, that's cool.
And, like, he didn't know a lot of English, so it would have been kind of hard to have a conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think he knows, like, hello, how are you, and, you know, those types of deals. And then, it was a fun show. Teddy Hart wrestled on it with, I think his new cat's called the New Mr. Money.
Oh, boy.
And his cat, for those that don't know this, he'll bring it out to the ring, and before the match, it'll sit on the top buckle.
Okay.
Like, that's its thing. Apparently, it's, like, been trained to do this. But, I don't know why, but there was a spot in the match where they tried to do something with the cat, because it was like a multi-man match, and the cat, like, freaked out and, like, ran through the crowd, and, like, somebody had to, like, grab it.
That's awful.
I was just like, that's weird. Really weird. And to top it off, there was I personally didn't go, but there was an after party after the show at the same place we had originally met up at. So I didn't realize. I walked in briefly just to see, like, what was going on. They were charging to get in, so I didn't stay. But there was one side of the bar was apparently where they were having the after party, and the other side was for everybody else. I didn't know this. So I walked into where everyone was at earlier, and I don't remember if I mentioned this last week, but it was Fashion Week down there. So I go in and I see all these people dressed with, like, bell bottoms and, like, really weird clothes that look like, and this is no disrespect when I say this, that look like Sonny Kiss's brother, and I'm like, oh, I think I'm in the wrong place.
Oh, boy, man.
So I, like, slowly kind of backed out.
Oh, man.
But it was a lot of fun, that show. Giancarlo was there, who you know by name. The guy that used to do Janela's stuff.
Yeah.
He was there hanging out. He works for WWE now, which is cool. He does, like, vignette stuff or something with them. I don't know exactly. But I got to chat with him. He literally just came to hang out and then flew back to Houston for Elimination Chamber.
Oh, that's cool.
I was like, damn, dude. He's like, oh, it's only a 4-hour flight. I'll just sleep on the way.
That's funny.
But it was a lot of fun. Just wanted to bring up that little bit of stuff that happened for my weekend. And that I was way off with parking. I wanted to make that known.
Well, now it's known. Everybody knows that you were wrong about your parking.
Yeah. All right. There was a lot of news that dropped today, actually.
Yeah, quite a few people future endeavored.
I was surprised.
Not future endeavored, because they weren't wished well in their future endeavors.
Yeah, that was the other weird thing.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, huh, that's interesting.
Because they always usually say, you know, we wish them well.
Yeah, for whatever reason they didn't, so that's interesting.
So if, you know, people that are listening that aren't aware, it's TJ Perkins, Ty Dillinger, and Hideo Itami were all released today.
And so was Arn Anderson.
Was he officially released?
Yes. I think he started. I don't know if he started it, but yeah, he was released from his agent role.
Okay. I wasn't 100% sure. I read it, I just didn't know if they commented on it.
Fucking Abyss worked his first show Monday, and they fired what's his name today.
I mean, I don't want to sound rude, but maybe some fresh blood in there and some new eyes will help out.
Yeah, I think though the problems fall onto Vince.
Oh, definitely.
So
It'll just be interesting because they literally have a all new like agents.
yeah, lots of new people. I think Sanjay started.
Helms.
Helms, Abyss, and I believe there was one other one.
Right, and now they have Natalia's husband doing it.
Yeah, but he's been doing it for a while though, hasn't he?
Yeah, I just mean like there's the newer like guys that are a fresh set of eyes because usually the matches he puts together are good.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, it's interesting. You know, it's I can understand for. I know Ty had requested his release earlier this week.
Yeah,
Um,
I know Tommy did at some point too.
yeah, Tommy did, I guess. But I thought that they had granted it to him. I guess now they're just announcing it.
That could be it,
Because I thought I thought they had let Tommy go at least a week ago.
if not more.
Yeah. So I'm not sure with that.
And then the TJP thing, I don't know about that because I, to be honest with you, I don't watch 205 Live religiously.
Apparently, that one was a little bit more of a surprise.
Yeah. Super talented guy. It's just he doesn't really have much personality.
I could agree with that.
Yeah, not that he's like bad or anything, but he's just kind of, I guess you would say, bland. Like he doesn't move the register.
Yeah, he's not memorable.
Yeah, that's fair. Because I think he's really talented in the ring.
Oh yeah, he's real good.
Now, what did you think of the Elimination Chamber show?
The pay-per-view?
Yeah.
I didn't dislike it. I liked it. I heard some people really had a problem with it. I mean, I didn't think the Women's Elimination Chamber in the beginning was a good match, but I think in the long run it was good. The last 6 people, like they did well.
Right. I didn't hate the women's chamber match. It was good.
Yeah, I know. I've just seen a lot of criticism, and I mean, I actually, it wasn't like a clinic, but I think it did the right thing. I think the right team won.
I'd say, and I don't know if everybody saw it because they don't watch the pre-show, but I'd say the cruiserweight match was the best match on the show.
That's the only one that I didn't see, just because I was tied up a little bit beforehand.
It was fantastic.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me though, because Murphy's amazing, and it was Tozawa, right?
Yep.
And Tozawa is just a really good hand in the ring too. So I mean, you're always going to get a good match with Tozawa.
The one thing I mentioned to you after the chamber was I thought the match with Ruby and Ronda was too short.
Yeah, and I think they did even more of a disservice to Ruby the next night. But
yeah, that was my big thing. If you were gonna do that on Raw, why didn't they just have them have that pay-per-view match on the Raw match on the pay-per-view?
I will say though, Ronda's beginning to earn her stripes.
Yeah.
Because she apparently told Becky to Pete to go all out, and Becky did. Like she fucking.
She really whacked her good, man. Because she busted her the hard way.
Oh yeah, in the arm and in the head. Like the arm needed stitches.
Yeah, in the head, like right on the side of her temple.
Yeah, that was some shit. That was really, I was like, all right, I
I
mean,
liked it. It was good.
yeah, I think it got people talking. I was for it. I was really all right with that. So
Lance said that he liked the Nia Jax splat.
what's the Nia Jax splat when
He
went?
says Nia Jax splat was great.
I don't know what splat is.
I do know, I'll give Nia credit. I thought she was going to hurt one of the girls on that one move, and she corrected herself before she did it.
Yeah, no, I mean that, and she really took a beating fucking going into that chamber pod.
Yeah. Because those things, man, they don't give. You give.
Oh, I mean, it's thin plastic, but still, she went through that hard.
Oh, he's talking about, that's what he was talking about when she went splat into the pod.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, she did that well. She took that full speed ahead. I'll give her credit for that.
Yeah, she impressed me with that.
I thought the story was told right. I think the one biggest problem was that there was no Asuka.
Yeah. This is my thing. If you're a champion, same thing with the Revival. If you're a champion, you should have a match on the show.
Yeah.
I mean, even I know people would complain, but even if it's a thrown together match.
Yeah, tag champion should have something more than just thrown together. But I know what you mean. Yes, even if it's just thrown together, but
yeah,
they should
just
have
something to throw them a bone.
You hear that they are redoing the men's tag team belts? Apparently,
the Raw ones.
Both.
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah, apparently that's like new news as of today. The guy
Good, because those belts are hideous.
They're actually using the guy who made these belts. But, he only makes what they commission.
I was going to say, yeah, he's only doing what he's told.
I mean, the belts, for what they are, look amazing. They're just an ugly design, but he does the design amazingly, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. The design itself is cool, but it's just a crappy looking, it's a hideous design, if that... You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, he makes it look, great, but it's just a shit design. All of the pieces of it look great.
Yeah, that's what I meant. He can only do what he's told.
So,
and the main event was really good. I enjoyed it. The crowd was really behind Kofi.
Oh yeah, one thing I want to point out is, yes, the crowd on Monday was awful, but part of that was also the fact that they were in a dome. Yeah, but yes, the crowd as a whole sucked. But to add matters, to make matters worse, it was in a dome.
Yeah. Here, I want your opinion on something, because I saw they were in Lafayette, which is in Louisiana. Do you think part of it could have been because they debuted for NXT people in a town that might not be like super hardcore NXT fans?
Yeah, I think the timing of it was very weird.
Because I thought if you debut them in a different town, just for an example, New York, Chicago, Philadelphia, like a big market, like people would go nuts.
LA, Toronto, anywhere in Texas, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's why I always thought it was strange. But it was cool in one aspect. I felt bad for Ricochet just because he was thrown in that Finn Balor, Bobby Lashley slop.
See, but it was just for the night, and it was fine. And like I told you, I had a couple people tell me that they had never seen Ricochet before, but now they want to go up and look at his stuff. So they got what they needed to.
I had another person tell me that a friend of mine that watches but didn't know who he was, and she was like, I want to watch more of him now.
I mean, so for us, it may not have been wonderful, but it did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, no, and plus I could watch him do that 6:30 all day.
Uh-huh.
He just makes it look so effortless.
Oh, he truly does.
Real quick story. We were at Tremont's, me and my boy, for the pay-per-view. Well, I'll say there was like 20 of us or so. And we're all watching, and my boy's really the only like Randy Orton fan. So everyone's like teasing him all in good fun, but when Orton gets eliminated, everybody starts cheering.
Oh boy.
Just to have fun. He's like, and he looks at everybody and he goes, "It's okay. I'll take Kofi now."
That's funny.
Yeah, it was just something that was funny. But I don't know if do you think Kofi gets the push, man?
I don't think he gets the belt.
I don't either.
Apparently, the plan is for Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens for the belt at Mania.
Huh.
Like, think about how, like, his promos making him just see like a regular, normal dad.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, apparently this whole gimmick is supposed to be the complete opposite of, like the opposite. Like, just the regular guy kind of, like, Just Joe kind of gimmick. And it's supposed to be, like, the polar opposite of Daniel Bryan, and that's supposedly why, is so they could feud going into Mania.
It kind of, like, reminds me of William Regal back in the day. That he's the real man's man, but a little different.
No, just like the gimmick, Just Joe. He's just a regular guy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not, like, familiar with who that is.
Oh, he was in the WWE in the 90s.
Okay. Lance just said Dean sent him a message that said Christian is the next Hall of Fame announcement.
That makes sense.
It was on WWE.com. I'm about to look it up.
Oh wow, I didn't even hear that. That's cool.
That must have just like happened, within the last little bit. Let's see. Come on. Damn technology. What would we do without it?
I got the Christian Hall of Fame.
This just reminded me as I scrolled on here because they're showing the fighting with my family, the preview. I've read nothing but good reviews about that movie.
Same here.
Like really good reviews.
Yeah. No, I've seen the same thing, and then Kevin said it was amazing.
Oh, he did see it?
Yeah.
I think I might actually go check it out. Not that I don't want to say I wasn't going to, but it wasn't high on the list.
Oh, that's definitely something that I've wanted to see. Anything produced by Rock is going to be good.
I'm curious to see who's going to be in the Hall of Fame this year. Because the rumor, obviously it's DX, and then the rumors were the Hearts. And I figured Bam Bam would probably get in because he's the local guy. Because they always seem to have like one guy from the area that they're in that year.
But Bam Bam? You think Bam Bam deserves to be in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Oh.
Compared to some of the other people they've got in there, absolutely.
I mean, compared to Coco, but I mean, like, I don't know what Bam Bam ever did.
There's a lot of people. All right, Lance.
Did he ever hold a title? Any title? Anywhere?
ECW.
Oh.
I can't think of any others. Lance said the other two that are rumored are the Honky Tonk Man and Taz.
Oh, please not Taz. What the fuck? I'd rather fucking Bam Bam Bigelow.
I would pop for the Honky Tonk Man.
Fuck yeah, I'd rather the Honky Tonk Man than Taz. Damn. God damn it.
What happened?
No, Taz is gonna be a Hall of Famer? What the fuck? I'm not okay with that.
I tried listening to his podcast, but he's very off-putting.
He is. He's awful. He knows better than everybody else. How about everything? He's right. Everybody else is wrong.
Him and because me and Lance were talking about this last night on Rewind. Him and Bubba, they're both very off-putting.
Yeah, absolutely. They know better than everybody else in wrestling. Their opinion is everything.
Like that wasn't a gimmick. That's them.
Yeah, they're awful to listen to.
Lance said that Taz makes Brett sound happy.
Yeah.
And that's saying something.
No, Taz came out and said that WWE was trying to reference him with Tommaso Ciampa's song title and the fact that they used... Yeah, because of his Survive If I Let You...
Oh, yeah.
And then because they used the...
The beep?
The fucking... Yeah, the flatline. Yeah, he tried to say that it's modeled after him. Modeled after his theme, even though it sounds nothing like his theme.
The funny thing is, when I heard it, I didn't even think of him.
Well, the beep, I always think of Taz, and any siren, I always think of Big Papa Pump.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But that doesn't mean that I thought it was being referenced. It's just like, oh shit, Taz has something similar. That's it. Yes, similarity. That doesn't mean that WWE, and the fact that because his song name is No One Will Survive, and Taz had some stupid saying with the word survive in it. Like, the fact that he inferred that one had something to do with the other just shows you how much of a fucking mark for himself he is.
Well, yeah, you've heard guys say that. That he was just a big bully.
Bro, listen to him on, I think it's a Table of Three. The entire time, he's such a mark for himself. Talking about how great, remember this time when I was so great. Bro, shut the fuck up. He made Hulk Hogan seem humble.
I'm about to check it out when we get done.
Yeah, bro, it's sickening. It's like, how much of a mark for yourself can you be?
Speaking of Hulk Hogan, his movie's been about himself. His biopic has been greenlit, and Chris Hemsworth is going to play him.
Yeah, but there's not even a script written yet, and apparently it's backed by Netflix, but Netflix still hasn't had a script turned in.
Okay. Because someone on my Facebook wall sent me a picture of Hemsworth looking like Hulk Hogan with the hair and everything, and I was just like, this is frightening.
Oh, it's got to be photoshopped because they don't even have they haven't started filming anything because there's not even a script yet.
Yeah, I'm assuming it was photoshopped, but either way, it was frightening. But you were talking earlier about Ciampa, with the music and everything. The one thing I took away from this week is I hope he didn't get injured on SmackDown.
Apparently, he didn't.
Well, he's damn lucky then, because that shit looked awful.
Well, they did just have their tapings, and he worked the tapings fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he worked the NXT tapings, but yeah, that didn't look good. Apparently, Sheamus got busted up in that match too, but he ended up being fine too.
He should be careful doing that crazy shit, because he's got stenosis.
Yeah.
He's not, because he's 40 now.
Yeah,
I
he's a
just
strong dude. I mean, he's an older dude.
plus I don't think smaller guys should be doing that move like with bigger guys because that's how Seth blew his knee out.
I I just think it's just how you land. I think you can land that way from anybody. I don't because it's the flip over, so it doesn't matter how big. If that guy's bent over, it doesn't matter how tall he is.
Well, that's true.
They're getting hurt when their foot's landing on the mat. It's because they're trying to jump straight over, and they have all their own weight coming down because they don't transfer the other guy's weight till after they're already planted.
Gotcha.
This was a little weird. This like the move went all at once. I don't know who fucked that up.
Yeah, it just looked really weird and awkward.
But yeah, it's just not a move I don't think people should be doing. Period. It's just
Yeah, that's what I mean. I just think it's too dangerous, in my opinion.
well, I agree. I mean, I just think it, if not dangerous, risky.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I was happy to see my dude Aleister Black on the main roster.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool to see those four get the call up. But I don't think it's permanent. I think it's just to highlight NXT.
That's a good point too, Lance. He said that Sheamus and Ciampa was probably the first time they were in the ring together too.
Probably, yeah.
So that didn't help matters. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, I wanted to bring this up before I forget. I had mentioned it to you briefly off air. Ring of Honor is going to be having their world title defended in Israel for the first time.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
It's Jay Lethal. This is I'm reading it straight off of Pro Wrestling Sheet. It said Jay Lethal will go one-on-one with the Jewish Canon David Starr in the main event of Israeli Pro Wrestling Association's Passover Bash in Netanya on April 21st.
Cool beans.
Yeah, that's cool because always nice to go somewhere different if you're Ring of Honor and get your name out there.
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
I was reading that Jay Lethal now is like the number one like all time in days with the title.
Huh? Yeah, because he hit that super long reign the first time.
It's close to like 700 days, I think it said.
That's nuts. That's a long time.
Yeah, because honestly, I haven't really watched a lot of them since Cody and the Bucks left.
Yeah.
I've seen some, but you could tell they're like rebranding.
Yeah. Yeah, I really haven't watched a lot of Ring of Honor in quite a while. I try to catch up with like the big things that are going on, but I'm still shocked when I hear certain things.
Yeah, I hear you. It's hard to keep up. Yeah, like Lance, that's probably the whole reason, Lance, about the title defense. He said, David Starr, that's not Jewish at all.
No, not at all. Not even slightly.
I'm happy for David. I know him. He's a good dude.
That's good then. Like, I'm glad he's getting, a shot like that. That's a big...
Because he's been on Ring of Honor, like, sporadically, but nothing... what's the word I want to use? Like, consistently.
Okay.
Because he's done different things with them. He's done Impact. He wrestles more in the UK now. He's based out of there.
That's cool.
Which is interesting, because they got a really hot scene over there.
No, that's. I mean, like, I'm glad. I'm glad he's getting the opportunity. I'm glad Ring of Honor is doing something like that. I mean, WWE can't be the only.
Think outside the box.
Yeah, but WWE can't be the only company that is just going to other countries
Oh no,
and
absolutely.
like there are fans there. Like there is a market for this, and I guess if they can afford to get there, like absolutely, like try to get over there, try to capitalize on the
Hey,
fans
yeah,
out
any
there.
market, man. Let's see here. Here's some news. I want to read through it real quick. Uh, Meltzer is saying, blah, blah, blah. Hang on one second. Apparently, TJP had been lobbying for more airtime,
Okay.
and it was said that TJP has historically been difficult to work with.
Okay. I mean, like, I can kind of understand like wanting more airtime. Like that's not. Can't really fault the kid for that.
No,
I mean, like he wants to play. That's why.
that's why you wrestle, man.
Yeah, I mean, like he wants to go out there. Like he wants time to showcase, like let the world see what he could do. Like nobody. I don't know.
I know what you mean, where it's like, it's your job description. You want to show people what you can do.
Yeah. I mean, and he's not as young as people may think.
He isn't he like in his middle 30s?
Yeah. Which like that's I don't want to say that's old because
No,
I'm
it's not
in my
old, but it's
post
not
mid-30s.
young either.
Yeah, so I mean, it's there's a lot that these guys are trying to capitalize on now with all elite being there and there being an opportunity for them to earn an income that's not through WWE. These guys are definitely going to want to try to get out of their contracts that aren't favorable, and I don't blame them.
I'm just surprised that they actually let these few guys go.
I mean, they're not doing shit with Ty Dillinger.
No, you know how WWE can be sometimes.
No, you're right. I mean, I'm very surprised when I seen the names, but I mean, it's
It is what it is.
TJP. I could understand if they really just don't want to fucking deal with him.
Yeah, but he's got a shitty attitude.
So I mean, like, I can understand that from their point of view. Like, just fuck this guy.
And Lance said, I guess complaining about airtime only works for the revival.
Yeah, I guess so.
I thought it was
What-
cool. I
what are
thought
you
it was
looking for?
cool to see them wrestle DIY on Raw.
Yeah, I'm not sure what them losing was supposed to do, though.
I was just going to say that. It was cool to see them on there, but it's like, why have them lose?
Yeah, like, that was kind of like, that's strange. Like, I don't know where we're supposed to go with this. Like, what are we supposed to think?
Yeah. One thing I've noticed about Raw lately, and I don't know if it's changed in the last little while, is they don't overrun anymore.
Oh, no, they stopped that a while back. They weren't going to be doing the overrun anymore.
Okay. I thought it seemed odd because they were like done right at 11.
Yeah, for like the last 2 months.
I thought so.
Yeah, for the last 2 months, they go off the air right at 11, on the nose, just like any other show.
I guess it's just because we were so used to the overruns for all those years.
Yeah, I think they just were just like fucking no more overrun for you guys. You're not giving us the
Ratings.
yeah.
Speaking of which, you've probably read this stuff about Fox where they're like, if SmackDown doesn't bring it, they'll take them off the air.
They'll take them off of Fox and put them on one of the secondary channels.
Yeah,
Yes.
like FX or FS1 or...
Yes, one of those.
And that's a big deal.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be that quickly. I mean, I'm pretty sure
Oh
it's
no,
going to
I'm
be
just
something
saying.
that
That's a
they're
big
paying a lot of money to have that, So it'll be interesting to see what happens. It really will.
because it's in what, September?
September or October, yeah.
I knew it was coming up soon.
So I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's gonna take some time. They really should be trying to put some effort into it now, like trying to get the viewership up now.
Yeah,
So it's a lot easier when they do the switch over. I'm
definitely.
a
I almost forgot to mention this. I'm pretty sure this broke yesterday that Roman Reigns will be on Raw this week to give an update on his condition.
I think that's really cool. I think that because I've kind of been wondering, like, like what's been going on with him. So I think that's really cool that they're gonna have him come on. I wonder if they're gonna try to set something up to tie it into WrestleMania, which I'd kind of be okay with.
I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing.
Um,
Because he's supposed to be on Good Morning America the next day.
yeah,
So something's up. I if I had to guess, I have a feeling they want him in a match at Mania.
either that or he's in remission.
Yes, because that's one thing I didn't touch on. They had the thing at the pay-per-view where Corbin and his two guys power bombed Strowman through the tables.
Yeah,
That to me felt like a ripoff of the Shield.
yeah, but if they're gonna have him come back, they're gonna have him come back for something with Brock Lesnar
You think so?
to help Seth win. I absolutely think so.
Huh.
I think that's how Seth wins.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
Oh, I would absolutely love that. Like that was his number one adversary. I would love that. I think that would be perfect.
I still think what they'll eventually do for Mania is you'll see like the Shield together will probably be like the last thing you see like as the show goes off. In my opinion.
That's probably what it's going to be. The Shield being the last thing people see.
That's what I mean is like because that'll probably be the last time they'll be together if you believe what you read about Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, and I could definitely see that being the end of WrestleMania.
I could definitely see that's where they go.
And there are a million worse things that they could do, so I don't necessarily dislike that.
No, I'm okay with that. As long as Seth wins and gets his moment, I'm fine with it.
And that's where I really think that that's where it's going to go. I think that I think that Roman and Seth Roman and Dean are somehow going to make sure Seth wins. And that's how WrestleMania is going to go off.
I hope he's doing okay because this is from personal experience. I didn't have leukemia, but I took chemo and all that stuff, and it beats the ever living shit out of you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. It's been like almost 7 years, but I had to do 5 days a week for 1 week and 2 weeks off. And you felt like crap for the first week off, and then by the second week you started to feel normal again, and then you had to do more.
Yeah, that sucks.
So if he could bounce back that quick, because this was a period of like 4 months for me. So if he can, what's it been? Probably about 4 months, 5 months, right?
Since October.
Yeah. So he might just be finishing up, whatever he's doing. So more power to him, dude.
Yep.
Because that's some brutal stuff. I mean, he did I mean, I don't know what kind of part he had, but he did that movie thing with The Rock while he was gone.
Hobbs and Shaw, yeah.
All right, Lance says he thinks Rollins would win clean, and then they would come out and celebrate with him.
Hopefully we'll see.
Either way, as long as it's something like that, I think that would be cool.
Yeah, I'd be very okay with that.
And I'm still personally not a fan of having Charlotte in the match with Becky and Ronda.
Oh, I am.
I understand why. I just wish they would have a one-on-one.
Okay.
But maybe they don't want to put Ronda in that big of a spot with a one-on-one.
Oh, I think it'll be better as a triple threat personally.
Well, I could say this: Charlotte is like super fucking talented. So either way, it's going to make it better.
Yeah, I truly think that it will. I mean, and I'm not a big Charlotte fan. I'm really not.
I am not. They've kind of really soured her to me.
Yeah.
And it's but I think she's probably the most talented female overall in the ring they have.
Yes.
Like the whole package. And I love how they've basically turned her into this super duper heel where, everyone's mad because Becky lost her spot.
She's basically the chosen one. But in reality, it really is Becky. I think Vince is really, really definite with Becky.
Yeah, because a lot of the stuff they're doing, unless you followed wrestling for a long time, is very reminiscent of Stone Cold when he got his, push to the moon.
Well, a mixture of that and what they did with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
The whole Daniel Bryan and the Authority.
Speaking of Daniel Bryan, his performance in the Chamber was amazing.
Yeah, he's always fantastic.
Well, because, I was really, scared for him when he's climbing up that high and, falling down and shit.
Yeah.
But when I watched him fall, he was taking, really safe bumps to fall.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he don't want to get hurt.
Yeah, and I could, definitely, I just noticed he was landing more, with his legs first.
That's good then.
But the Kofi thing, like I mentioned, is pretty cool. He'll have a really good match with Bryan, but I don't see him getting the title because it's just Daniel's time to have that long run, in my opinion.
I agree. I agree fully.
This is his best work, I think.
I've always been a fan of him being a heel. I think he's just an amazing heel. I think he's an amazing bad guy. And this isn't the time to take the belt away from him. He's fucking perfect right now.
I wanted your opinion on something. Did you think Styles is injured?
I don't know.
Because he looked really kind of the way he looked banged up.
I got no idea. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it if he's kind of banged up. I mean, but I don't think it's anything major.
I liked the RKO he took.
Yeah.
That was really cool looking in the Chamber.
Yeah, no, he's something else. He really is. He is really something else. The way he takes bumps, that's part of what makes him the fucking best in the world.
Absolutely.
So.
Let's see here. What else is going on?
I'm trying to think. Nothing really big with All Elite this past week.
No, not really.
Um,
All
oh,
been quiet on that front.
Here I'm gonna have a couple of spoilers for the next couple of weeks of
Oh yes, the
NXT.
NXT stuff.
And now it all kind of makes sense because now as of us talking now, Velveteen Dream is a recognized North American champion, and the weird thing about that is when they taped this after Velveteen won the belt, Gargano came back, hit him with a finisher, and took the belt back, and nobody in the arena knew what to make of it. So now it's made sense because they had halftime heat where he had to have the belt.
Yes.
And because I think it was taped like the week before halftime heat, and all of a sudden he has the belt again. So at the tapings, he had to take the belt away, and then he needed it for the Raw and SmackDown. So now that never aired on Wednesday. Gargano coming and taking the belt off of Velveteen never aired. It ended with Velveteen in the ring.
Celebrating.
Yeah, so that's never going to be acknowledged as something that happened to the television universe. Just to preserve the continuity. Now, at this next set of tapings, they start the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, and they actually get up to the finals, which are going to be at the pay-per-view. It's the two in the finals, believe it or not, I believe are Ricochet and Aleister Black versus the Forgotten Sons. Those are the final two teams.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
And that's a weird team to throw together. Ricochet and Black.
Yeah. Well, a couple weeks ago, Ricochet saved Black, and then or Black saved Ricochet. What are you looking for? Oh, and then Ricochet saved Black. So I guess they've had that little storyline thing going for the last couple weeks. So, but Fabian Eichner and what's his name are a tag team. Street Profits are in it. They lose in the first round. The Street Profits. I think Oni Lorcan is in it. I think they lose in the first round.
Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they lose in the first round. Undisputed is out in the first or second round because the winner of this gets a shot at the War Raiders. That's why I think it's going to be the Forgotten Sons.
Interesting.
But when DIY, they were coming out to the DIY music and everything. Like they were coming out announced as DIY and everything.
Oh, wow.
They get up to the semifinals where they fight not Gargano. They fight Ciampa. No, not Ciampa. Ricochet and Black, and they lose. And Gargano's hurt. So Candice comes out and starts looking over him and whatever, and they start her and Ciampa start carrying him up the ramp. And Ciampa goes to attack him from behind, just like he did at Chicago. And Gargano's playing possum and ends up attacking Ciampa, slams him into the LED lights, and stands over him with Candice LeRae, I guess indicating that it's going to be Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa for the world title now.
Nice.
So I got to say, every time we think that it's over, it gets better. Like they haven't had, there's another step that they can add to it.
Yeah, like a different twist.
So, and then it looks like it's going to be Velveteen Dream and the Bro.
That'll be very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they both have a persona that you look at them and you wouldn't think that they could brawl. Because Matt Riddle just looks like a fucking stoner. And Velveteen Dream just looks like the Velveteen Dream.
Riddle can fight.
And Velveteen Dream can at least throw hands, like whether or not he can really throw hands, but he's not like a pushover kind of character, for lack of a better term. I think they could be really good in the ring together.
Yeah, at the very least, Riddle's personality is what puts him over the top.
Yeah. Yeah, I think when people see him, they'll learn to like Matt Riddle.
He's just a cool dude.
Yeah,
And
no,
speaking of him, he came out again this week and said that he's going to be the one to retire Brock Lesnar.
yeah, I actually had a friend bring that up to me. And then he's like, "Who the fuck is Matt Riddle?" Because he watches WWE. Like, he's a big wrestling fan, but he doesn't really watch NXT.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's a WWE fan. He's not a wrestling fan.
I'm curious what Lesnar thinks of him always saying that.
Pretty sure Lesnar would fucking kill Matt Riddle.
I have no doubt. It'd be one hell of a way to give yourself a push to the moon, retiring him.
Yeah, right. Imagine that being the one to finally. Yeah, but it's. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to beat Lesnar so bad because what's technically retiring somebody.
Yeah, because there's no real retiring in wrestling.
Retiring or UFC. I think was he talking about UFC or was he talking about WWE?
Lance said Lesnar probably says the same thing. Who's Matt Riddle?
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah, who the fuck?
Who the fuck was that guy? Look, hit him with the Conor McGregor. Who the fuck?
Yeah, I could totally see Lesnar doing that. That would be hilarious. Oh man! All right, before we get out of here for tonight, you got any plans this weekend?
I don't think so. I went to Brooklyn last weekend.
How was that?
I get to go see my parents, so that's always nice. I got my winter clothes, my big fucking boots that go halfway up to my knee that I've
the
had
fisherman
since
boots.
Yeah, the ones I've had since 1996. Legit, shoot, I've had these boots since 1996.
Yeah, funny. It's funny you mentioned this. My mom makes fun of me because they're like, I still have mine too. I call them the longshoreman boots from like Walmart. She's like, well, you need snow boots. I was like, why? I was like, these work just fine.
Oh yeah, no, these like you put I slide a pair of sneakers into the boots.
Really?
Yeah, they're like, imagine like slide overs for the boot, but it comes up to 2 inches below my knee.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and like these are legitimate. Like I got these at an army surplus store. These are World War II galoshes.
Yeah, so those fuckers are lasting forever.
Yeah, I mean, now they're kind of at the point where I've worn down the treads on them so much. I mean, I used to be able to run over any snow fine because it was like 1/4-inch beads at the bottom that was kind of like just anchor me into fucking anything. Now I slip on everything, but I can't find them anywhere.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're heavy too, man. I wear them and I get a workout.
Yeah, who needs to go to the gym?
Not me when I wear those.
Yeah, I'm just taking it easy this weekend too. One of my buddies is probably coming over tomorrow. We're just gonna hang out and I think watch basketball or some bullshit. One of the few weekends I'm not at a show.
Well, that's good.
I'm usually somewhere on a Saturday, but not this one. It's weird.
All right.
But on that note, we're going to get out of here for tonight. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, give it a thumbs up, all that stuff. And we'll see you back next week. Have a good night, everybody.